Hello, welcome back to Bear's Appetit, and today we are making something that sounds fancy, looks fancy, and has a reputation for being a little bit dramatic. Today we are making a cheese souffle. They are known to be a pain in the arse, so let's have a go. So for this recipe you are going to need some butter, some breadcrumbs, some flour, a bit of mustard, some milk, 4 eggs, and cheese. Now you want to start with your ramekins, grab them and just make sure that they are buttered all the way around. Make sure you get into all the little nooks and crannies of your dish and do that with each of them. Now, I've wanted to make souffles for a long time and I've always been scared to do it. So this is the first time for me, and you know what? I am very nervous about it because they are known for being extremely temperamental and very dramatic. So once you've got them buttered, get rid of your little cloth, and then you want to sprinkle the breadcrumbs inside the ramekins. So I'm just going to pour some into each. And then just get them around the sides. Now I'm guessing it's kind of what you do with sugar in a sweet one. Now just all the way around the sides. Any excess just pour into the next one. Yeah, let's make sure everything's covered. Yeah, and any excess just throw in the bin. So we're going to start off with 50 grams of butter. It can either be salted or unsalted, your preference. And you are going to want to start making a roux sauce. And get your pan on the heat and just put your butter in there. And let that melt. From here you are going to want to add your mustard. Now if you don't like mustard, it's not a problem. Just add a small amount, like I'm doing. You can either use mustard or mustard powder. And just mix that into the butter. Take it off the heat to stop your butter from browning, and then just pour in your 50 grams of flour and just keep mixing. Mix until it's nice and thick. Once it's nice and thick and smooth, like this one is, you are then going to want to slowly add your milk. Now you're going to need 300 milliliters altogether. Adding slowly and incorporating it all together. Now this can take a bit, but also make sure you have a low heat just to help it cook through. We'll be back once this is made. Now, while you've still got it on the heat, you will see lumps start to form. This is where you add some more milk. Just keep mixing it until it's nice and smooth. Keep it on a low heat and don't stop mixing it. Again, this can take up to 10 minutes. So this has been being constantly stirred for the past 10 minutes, and as you can see, it has thickened up a hell of a lot. You are wanting a thick custard consistency, which I believe we now have. So transfer this over to a cool tub or bowl and let it cool before you do your next steps. So I've now transferred it into a cooler tub, and just speed up the cooling process, I've put it into a bain-marie with some cold ice water just to speed it up. You are then going to take your 4 eggs, and this is the bit where most people hate. You've got to separate them. So into the bigger bowl, into a clean, dry bowl is the egg whites, and into the smaller bowl, the yolks. Fingers crossed, this does not go wrong. Now, the best way to do it will be using your hands. So make sure your hands are lovely and clean. And crack it open over your yolky, over your egg white bowl. And just pour it into your hand, giving a little gap in your fingers just so the egg white can drip through. And there you have a split egg. Now, the secret to this is making sure that there's no yolk in the white bit, otherwise your souffle part of it will be screwed. Another way to do an egg is, if you don't want your hands getting dirty, just when you split it open, do it in 1/2, and then just keep passing the yolk through until you have your egg white separated. And once you have, you can then put your egg yolk into the separate thing. So it's up to you on how you want to do it. You can either use your hands or do the egg way. Once you've done your 4 eggs, put your yolks to the side and then get your beater for the egg whites. Once you've got your beater, just very slowly and carefully beat your egg whites. This can take a while. So they've been going for about 5 minutes, and do you know how to tell if a egg white is ready? Put it over your head. If your head gets covered in egg white, it's not ready. So, do you think it's ready? I'm really hoping this is ready. Oh, come on. If it's not ready, I'm going to look like an idiot, Anna. Yeah, it's ready. So now back over to our cheese mix. We are going to want to salt and pepper. Add a little bit of any other seasoning that you want. In this case, I'm adding a little bit of cayenne pepper. And then you are going to want to add your cheese. So slap as much cheese as you want in there. Normally it is about 100 grams, but it's cheese. Obviously, if you are lactose intolerant, don't make this. You can do a different type of souffle. That's about 100 grams. So now just fold it all in. And this is where you want to get your oven preheated to about 200 degrees. because you also need to pour in your eggs. Just mix all that in. You're now going to need to get a bigger container, so just pour your cheese mix into a larger container. Now for this, you do need to use a metal spoon, because if you use a wooden spoon, then there is a chance that it will take the air out of the egg, which is the last thing that you want. So just start scooping the egg white into the cheese mix and just folding it all in, being very gentle with your souffle mix. Spoon it in. It is light as a feather. You don't want to knock the air out. Nice and gentle. Now, I thought that the mixture amount that I had would only make a few, but I've got a feeling this might make more than 3. Put the last of that in there. Just gently mixing it all together. It doesn't have to be perfect. Once you've got your mix ready, just spoon it into the ramekin. Now this might take a little bit of time, but put it up to the top of each ramekin. Yep, I've made a lot of mixture. Probably do about 5 ramekins here. So let's just put a little bit more in each. Okay, so then you are just going to want to run your finger around each just to stop it sticking. So they are now in the oven at 200 degrees and they are going to be in there for about 20 to 25 minutes or until the top is lovely and golden brown. Is this going to go right? I don't know, but we'll find out in a bit. Okay, they've been in for about 20 minutes now. Time to take them out. Fingers crossed, they look good. Oh. And there we have your finished product. Okay, so they've been out of the oven for about a minute and you are supposed to eat them straight away. So, bon appetit. Oh, they're nice and fluffy inside. Oh. Now, please don't burn yourself eating this. Oh, they're nice. Light and fluffy in the middle. Cheesy. Oh, they're going to be good. So that was my cheese souffle. And honestly, it was brilliant. And I'm actually surprised, to be fair, on how easy they actually are. So don't be scared, give it a go. I think you might be surprised. I might try the chocolate ones next. Yeah. So if you like what you see, please keep viewing me. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a comment, drop a recipe down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.